Hey, this is your boy Robert Brown with Hardcore Politics off the BOB TV channel. Now look, I'm sitting up here watching SummerSlam and I forgot what I was supposed to be doing today. Alright, so I want to talk to my fellow Burners. Those who supported the Bernie Sanders presidential campaign. Some people call it the Bernie Sanders movement. I call it the revolution. Now let's just, I don't know where I'm going to go with this, but I really want you to hear me out. Give me a moment because I still hear Rusev in the background. We got to get really serious about this voting thing. Now, for those who are putting down people for voting, not voting the way you want them to vote, you guys got to stop that. You have to stop doing that. That's still part of manipulating people to vote your way. Now, I talk about why I would not vote for Trump. I talk about why I would not vote for Hillary Clinton. Now, let me start with Trump. All right, I got two things I want to say about Trump. Everybody knows Trump is a xenophobe, a bigot, and things like that. Me personally, I think Trump is not just a plant, but he is a big freaking tree for the Hillary Clinton campaign. He will say and do anything to shock and amaze you to go vote for her. It is part of her strategy. I believe that Donald Trump did not really get the votes that he got. Oh, I know I'm shocking you. Yeah, I believe that he didn't really win that thing. I believe this election was rigged on his side, on the Republican side, and the Democratic side. I believe I believe they're able to hack the votes so smoothly. Anytime you could put in for one person and it shows up for the other person, and you get frustrated and put it in again and still show up for the other person, then you get frustrated again, do it one more time, and it finally pops for the candidate you want, you actually gave them 2 to your 1. And it's been happening all across the country. Do I really believe that many people really voted for Donald Trump? I have my speculations. I really have my speculations. Because the same thing is on Hillary Clinton's side. Do we really believe that a woman who cannot even pack out a high school gym beat a man who packed out stadiums and arenas? Do we really believe that even though they closed the vote to independents in majority of the places, even though it was a closed primary in majority of the places, do you really want me to believe that the people who are 45 and up, old school Democrats, was the majority of the Democrats? No, a lot of people changed their affiliation. They changed their party. They changed to vote for Senator Sanders. I'm one. Do I believe that she really got that 3 million votes? You got to go back and watch my video called 3 Million My Black. No, I don't believe it. I believe these computers are so rigged, and it's been proven over and over again, that this system was so rigged that Bernie Sanders really won this thing by as high as 15%. Now, for the life of me, I don't know why he is not challenging that. I really don't know why he is not challenging this. I'm going to talk about that later. Because if I was told that you rigged me on my vote, I will be pissed, mad, and you will feel the hammer of my campaign. And will I sit there and support you after you plotted and schemed and robbed me? Now let me go back to Trump. If it happened on our side, what make you think it didn't happen on the Republican side? Now I know you don't care about the Republican side, but if this is happening for them and Trump end up being the nominee, and he is a freaking plant for the Clinton campaign, and he is a vital part of the Clinton Foundation, he's donated money to the Clinton Foundation, and he's stand to benefit if he lose and Clinton win. Yes, he's stand to benefit. It doesn't hurt him. He's stand to benefit in this thing, in future business deals, future fundraising efforts and things like that. Donald Trump he stands to benefit. Whether he win or lose, this is a win-win situation for him. And he will still continue to be friends of the Clinton. He got y'all on this old WWF thinking that they're really enemies, but behind the scenes, they're best of friends. That's what's going on. And you guys sitting up there fighting, you're falling for it. Hook, line, sinker, the boot, the boat, the whole 9 yards. The man is not even a plant no more. He is a freaking tree. He's not even a tree. He is a forest. He is slamming this thing. He could win this thing, but he don't. He don't want to win this. He don't want to be a president. So what he'll do, he will foul it up and louse it up and say the most extreme, asinine things that will drive the vote for her. Because in reality, if you put her up at George Bush, any of the other Republicans like Rubio, Cruz, Jeb, she wouldn't be winning as easy as she's winning now. And even now with Trump and his big blab mouth, I'm going to get to Trump about the black thing, she's still barely winning. Barely winning. I believe this thing was a plot from the jump start between Trump and Clinton. And he got y'all fooled and got y'all falling for this fear of Trump or falling for this fear of Clinton on both sides. And you guys are overlooking the real people who have the ability to really change this nation for the good. And that was Bernie Sanders. Now I don't know where to go with this, but let me start with Donald Trump. First of all, I normally don't beat up on Trump because he beat up on himself, and I don't have no need to really do it because we know his deal. Now, people are upset because he gave food to Louisiana and he's trying to pander for vote. First of all, I don't care. If you stupid enough to fall for that and go vote for him because he gave you a bucket of chicken or something like that, because you know what they say about black people, we like our chicken. I don't know what he really gave. But if you're stupid enough to fall for that, look, I can take whatever aid you give me. That don't mean I'm supporting you. Look, they are in a flood. A flood. They have no home, have no place to go. You think they're worrying about whether he pandering or not? No, I'm going to eat the food. I'm not going to throw the food away. I'm not going to throw the clothing away. I need that. Well, is that going to influence my vote? No. You think the people are not smart enough for that? So I'm going to, whether you like it or not, I'm going to give the man credit. What credit to do? I don't care if he is pandering for votes. The man is taking money out of his pocket to give to people who are in need. Now, is he pandering? I don't care. He 9 times out of 10 he is, but I don't care. Help the people, man. And we need more people to help. And to see him and Pence up there just passing the food around, I'm not thinking about political. They may be thinking about political. I'm not thinking about political because those people are getting help for the need. Now, for him on this speech. This speech was the most condescending speech of all times. Like I said, this speech was designed to drive the black vote even more toward Clinton. To solidify, to make it solid. Because he's condescending. He is saying black in general are in poverty. Black in general go to bad schools. Black in generals go, no, that's everybody, Doc. And sometimes I want to call him Dumb Donald, but even Dumb Donald on Fat Albert had more sense to not talk like this. And we getting all upset. No, we're not going to ever vote for... You think Donald Trump worried about you really voting for him? He don't need your vote. He do not want to be president. He's fooling you. He's fooling you. And as Malcolm X would say, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. He's fooling all of you guys and driving you to vote for Clinton because I believe they made the secret deal between him and the Clinton. Either way, baby, Trump is going to benefit from this whether he win or lose. And you think the Clintons going to stop doing business with Trump? No. Trump is one of the biggest givers to the Clintons. So no, they're not going to stop. You think that's going to stop them from being friends? It's not stopping them from being friends now. They playing y'all on TV, but really behind the scenes, they best of friends, just like the Rusev and Roman Reigns right now. After they finish this fight, they're going to go out and get a drink and have some fun and and get ready for Monday Night Raw. So no, don't fall for this, people. Please don't fall for this. Now, enough with Trump. Trump, thank you, Trump, for helping the people. But no, we're not voting for you. Nah, it ain't gonna work. No, what we got to lose? A whole lot to lose. You're not worthy of the position. and you don't have the brain, and you don't have the study, you don't have the brain, you don't have the steadiness, you don't have the calmness, and you don't have a real will for the people like you say you do. Now, off of Trump. Now, I don't know him. I don't know his heart. I can't judge him. Just because I'm looking on the outside and I see some things on the outside doesn't mean anything. Because I know people who kiss up the black people, who bring them in, so-called support them, when all the time they're really using them for their own political games, such as your girl, Hilliary Clinton. She don't care about you black people. She do not care about black people. Oh, I care about the children. How are you going to care about the children in our nation when your policies are killing children all around the world? Palestine, Afghanistan, Honduras, Haiti, Syria. Those are our black and brown brothers and sisters. Libya, who are in detrimental state. We came down there using the policies of Obama and Clinton, and we use these policies to so-called do regime change. And yes, we changed the regime. We really killed the regime and left those people in destitute. No food, no aid, buildings broke down, no rebuilding efforts, nothing, nada. That was our administration, the Democratic administration, Obama. And look, don't get me wrong, my brothers and sisters, I love Obama, but I don't love everything about him. I mean, I don't love everything about nobody. Everybody have their faults. Everybody have their downfall. And one of the biggest fault and downfall is Obama transformed the Bush policy, not put boots on the ground, but using drone strikes to take out these different cities, to take out these different areas, when the drone strikes is 90% inaccurate. They very rarely hit Al-Qaeda. They very rarely hit ISIS. What they do is bomb hospitals with young, innocent women, children, and men who really are trying to live a daily life, who have nothing to do with ISIS, don't want to have nothing to do with ISIS, but yet they get killed. They get bombed. And I mean, you saw the picture of the young lad, but these pictures are all over the place. And those people see us as terrorists. And if you want to know how to raise up an ISIS generation, all you have to do is go into their country in the name of regime change, in the name of diplomacy, or changing the country into a democratic country, which they didn't ask for, and you go in their name and bomb. First, you take out their leader, who you claim to be a dictator, who really was a liberator. You kill him, and you go in and don't do nothing for the people in the country, and you leave it as a bunch of trash. And leave it like that for now is 6 years. I think it's 6 years since we went into Libya unilaterally. And Obama told her not to do this, and she did it anyway. And we bombed that place. One of the most wealthiest, richest, debt-free countries in the world today. A man who took care of his people, send them to college in America, and all he asked for in return was do a little bit for our nation when you get your degree, and then you can go on. Had no debt. And the real policy, the real thing that goes on, and this is what really hurt me about my soldiers, our U.S. soldiers. We're fighting for a war thinking it's about liberty when it's really about the almighty dollar. The reason they destroyed Libya was the gold dinar. They did not want Gaddafi to get with the African National Council to control their own financial structure or develop their own financial structure. It would have killed the euro, and it would have killed the American dollar. So what's the best way to end that? Let's end him. And will they be casualties? Yes. Will we rebuild? Yeah, we'll rebuild. Yeah, right. You haven't rebuilt yet. And we say she's for black people. Come on, these people are black and brown people in these other countries, and nobody, not even Obama, and I love Obama, but like I said, I gotta call a spade a spade. Where's the effort? Where's the help in Honduras? Where's the help in Haiti? They took money from the Haiti people. Go watch Clean Cash. Took over mines and things like that, and y'all held this man and his woman as a hero. You don't know the whole Clinton. I was a Clinton fan until I digged. And I found out what goes on beyond politics and what really go on. Now they're in heat for the Clinton Foundation. Why? Because they're caught now. Oh, it's a rich hunt between the Republicans. Republicans ain't do these things to her. They did these things. Republicans didn't tell her to lie. She lied. So stop. Now back to this. And I'm going to do a part two of this. And we sitting here falling for this fear of Trump. We're sitting here falling for the fear of Clinton. Both of them are not good for the country. Now you're going to vote for whoever you want to vote. And they're going to try to black out the other people who are running. They don't want you to know that there's multiple other candidates running. Dr. Jill Stein, Green Party, Gary Johnson, Liberty Party. And they're going to black them out. But Jill Stein's starting to get some traction now. She's a smart woman. She went in there and crashed the DNC, and all those Bernie supporters who felt the knife in the back at the DNC, and I was there, and I was one, felt the knife of the DNC who screwed us on purpose, thanks to WikiLeaks and Julian Assange, who revealed in the emails that they plotted to bring this man down. And then for you to go support this woman, man, after she done beat on you, Mr. Sanders, I'm going to talk to you later, and I'm going to talk to all my Bernie supporters. A real person don't go for that. I got 3 minutes on this thing. The DNC is corrupt. The RNC is corrupt. And Malcolm X was right. And Farrakhan was right. And I'm not a supporter of religion. I'm a Christian. But there's things I can learn from any philosopher or any leader. They're not trying to help the working people. Hillary Clinton already done pivot back to our old school corporate kissing behind ways, and she's not going to do nothing for you, and she's not going to do Bernie Sanders' platform. She has her own platform, and our revolution is not a feat to the fire to get her to do it. It's not going to happen, Captain. I'd rather go with an organization who had the same platform and live and die by that platform, and that's the Green Party. Now, I'll talk to you a little bit about Green Party a little later, but you got to get this stuff out of your head, people. She's going to continue to do what she's doing. She's going to continue to kill black and brown people all across the nation because she says she's going to continue Obama policy. Matter of fact, she's not going to continue it. She's going to pervert it, and it's going to become worse. It's going to be like a mutant of Obama's policy. If Trump get in office, he already said we need to kill their families and everybody. So you know he's not going to do nothing. He's going to continue to be a war hawk and not going to do something for people. Stop falling for these lying politicians. They're lying. Donald Trump is a habitual liar. Clinton is a habitual liar. It's evident all over the place. And you still want to support that. Now, I don't tell you what to do with your vote, but this stuff is in your face and you still, well, at least he's not half bad. You know, at least, and that's the you, Tom Hartman, and whatever his name, Pat Parkman, whatever your name is. Come on. So you'd rather settle for terrible than horrible. I don't want none of it. You should want none of it. There's people running right now that really have an agenda for America that can help America, and you're going to shun them and look down on them. Can they win? They said that about Bernie. Yes, they can win if you, the person who asked that dumb question, get involved and help them win. Underdogs oftentimes defeat champions. And this is that time. We're in a critical time where the planet is at stake. It's hotter than it's ever before. The winds and the climate is just off the chains. People are doing stupid stuff in the name of fracking and all that kind of stuff, tearing up our environment. This election is not just about your freaking vote. It's not just about that. It's about saving you and the planet. And right now, the two right now has no agenda to help this planet continue to be on the menu for us. Now, I'm Robert Brown. I had to get something out of my chest. Don't fall for this. Trump is a tree now, a forest in the Hillary Clinton camp. This thing is stolen and rigged just for her. And I will not be a part of it. Count me out. I'm going green, baby. Whether you like it or not. Peace.